Good morning, students. Let's start today's class with some question. These questions are for revision. Now, see the first question. What is transportation? Then, transportation is the transport of material from one place to another place. The next question is, what are the elements of human circulatory system? Then, human circulatory system have main three elements. First is blood, then heart, and blood vessels. Then third question, in which part of the heart blood is received from the body? Then from the body the blood is received in the heart in right atria. The next is which part of the heart receive blood from lungs? Then it is the left atria. Okay, now name the muscles found in the heart, or what is the name of the muscles of the heart? Then these are the cardiac muscles. Name blood vessels which transport oxygenated blood. Then this is the only vein. Normally veins they transport deoxygenated blood or impure blood, but pulmonary vein is the vein which transport oxygenated blood. Okay, the next question is name the blood vessel which transport deoxygenated blood. Then it is the pulmonary artery. Okay, now let's start today's topic, valves of heart. Today we will talk about the valves. Then valves are the muscular flap which prevent the blood to flow back through it. It means they check the backflow of the blood. Then these are of two types. The first is called atrioventricular valve, and this valve separates atria from ventricle. Then in right side of heart, I can show you with the help of the diagram. Now see this diagram. In the right side of the heart, it is tricuspid valve. Then next is having the three flaps, tricuspid valve. And in the left side of heart, in the between left atrium and left ventricle, this is called the bicuspid valve or mitral valve. It is also called bicuspid valve. Okay, now next type of valves are called semilunar valves. These are called semilunar valves. These are present. These lies in the opening where the pulmonary trunk leaves the right ventricle, and next aortic semilunar valve lies at the opening between the left ventricle and aorta. Is it okay? Now see, you can see in this diagram also, this is the pulmonary valve where the pulmonary artery leaves. Then second is the second valve is called, see, aortic valve. It is where the aorta leaves the heart. Then these are the main type, these are the valves. Is it okay? Then next is blood. Now we will talk about the next component of the heart. So next component of the circulatory system, that is the blood. Is it okay? Now, what are the physical properties of blood? Then it is red vascular connective tissue, and it is opaque, and it is alkaline also. Its pH value is approximately, pH is 7.4. The pH of blood is 7.4. That is, it is slightly alkaline and bright red in color. If it is oxygenated, in the oxygenated condition, then it is bright red, and it forms approximately 7 to 8% of the body weight. Is it okay? Now once again, it is red vascular connective tissue, opaque, alkaline, pH value is 7.4, and bright red in color in oxygenated condition, and it forms approximately 7 to 8% of the body weight. Okay, now what is the function of the blood? Then blood circulates nutrients, hormones, minerals, and other essential components to the different body parts. Is it okay? And in an adult, the average blood is approximately 4.5 to 5.5 liter. Okay. Now next, composition of the blood. Then composition of the blood, we can see blood is made up of two main components. The first is called plasma, this one, and second is called blood cells. Blood cells are also called blood corpuscles. Corpuscles. Is it okay? These are also called blood cells or blood corpuscles. Now see, the first is plasma. Plasma is a liquid part of the blood. Here it should be blood. It should be blood. It is a liquid part of blood. And this the main properties of plasma are, it is light yellow colored. Plasma is light yellow colored, light yellow in color. Then it forms about 55 to 60% of the blood. This is the medium in which the these blood cells flow, or we can say float. It is formed of approximately 90 to 92%. 90 to 92% of water, 1 to 2% of minerals, and 6 to 8% protein. These are found in plasma. Main source of the blood plasma is sodium chloride, while the main blood protein are albumin, globulin, fibrinogen, and prothrombin. Is it okay? Then what is the function of plasma? Then plasma help in the transportation of nutrients, waste gases, not the only waste gases, or both O2 and CO2, hormones, and etc. Is it okay? Now, fibrinogen and prothrombin protein help in blood clotting also. I will tell you about the blood clotting. It is a new topic for you. Then I will explain it later. The next is RBC. No, blood cells. Then blood cells or blood corpuscles. These are of three types. Is it okay? The first is called red blood cell, white blood cell, then platelets. Red blood cells are also called red blood corpuscle, and white blood cells are also called white blood corpuscles. One more thing, the red blood cell is also called erythrocyte, then white blood cell leukocytes, and platelets. These are also have the another name. I will tell you all one by one. Now see, the first is RBC. Now see about the RBC. RBC is red in color, also called erythrocyte. I told you it is also called erythrocyte. Most numerous blood cell, the in the blood, we can say maximum number is of red blood cells. Then discoid in shape, these are just like the disc, and nucleus is absent. Life span is approximately 120 days. Then formed in the bone marrow. They are formed in the bone marrow. They also have a red color pigment that is called hemoglobin, and due to this pigment the color of the blood is red. Is it okay? Now see this diagram. In this diagram you can see, now this is the amount of the blood taken in a test tube. In this we can see 75% of the blood is 55% of the blood is plasma. What plasma contain? I told you earlier also. It water, ions, protein, nutrients, waste, gases, hormones also may be there. Then see the percentage of WBC. WBC are too much less. They are approximately 1% of the blood volume. Now they are not only WBC plus platelets, both are together 1%. It means the maximum amount is of plasma 55%, and 1% it is platelets and white blood cells, and 44% are the red blood cells, or the if we are asked ki which cells are maximum in the blood, then the answer is it is red blood cells or red blood corpuscle, or we can say erythrocytes. The next is white blood cells. These are also called white blood corpuscle or leukocyte. Now these are amoeboid in shape. Amoeboid, just like the amoeba, they do not have a particular shape. They can have the shape just like the amoeba. That's why they are called amoeboid in shape. The next is they are nucleated. The RBC was the cell which was not having the nucleus, but WBC nucleated whitish blood corpuscles. Then function, what is the function? It forms the defense system of the body. They provide immunity by fending off pathogen and harmful microorganisms. Now WBC are of two types. First is called granulocyte and second is called agranulocyte. Granulocyte means having granules in cytoplasm. They have the granules in the cytoplasm. That's why they are called granulocyte. These may be of three types: neutrophil, acidophil, and basophil. Acidophil are also called the eosinophil. I will tell you in detail. The next is the agranulocyte. Agranulocyte means A means no. A means no. It means no granules than in the cytoplasm. Then it is called agranulocyte. Again, it is of two types: monocyte and lymphocyte. Now we will do the comparative study of these all. Now see, the first is the neutrophil. Then on the basis of their nucleus, they are of different type, and the stain which they take, on the basis of that they are of 5 type. Now see, first is neutrophils. Neutrophils, now see in the diagram. 1 minute. Now see, neutrophil. You can see the this diagram of the neutrophil have the nucleus which is divided into the multi-lobe. It is multi-lobed nucleus. Then what is its function? Bacterial or fungal infection. These are the these helpful in the bacterial and fungal infection. They kill the bacteria or fungi. These are most common first responders to microbial infection, and they do not take the stain either acidic or basic. Now next is eosinophils. Eosinophils are also called acidophils. They take the acidic stain. They love the acidic stain. Then nucleus is bilobed. You can see only 2 lobes are there. This is the bilobed. And parasitic infection and allergic reaction is the main function. Then basophils. Base have the affinity toward the basic dye, and they may be trilobed or bilobed. Nucleus may be trilobed or bilobed. They also allergic and antigen, they give the response against the allergy and antigens. Release the histamine. It releases the histamine, causing the vasodilators. The next is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes, these deep staining eccentric. You can see in the diagram. It takes a deep colors, dark colors, and it include B cells, T cells, B cells and T cells mainly, then CD4 plus CD8 also. Then they operate primarily in lymphatic system. Then monocyte, they are kidney shaped. You can see the diagram. Their nucleus is of kidney shaped. Then their main function is phagocytosis of pathogen. They take the pathogen inside and then they engulf it. Presentation of antigen to T cells, and eventually they become tissue. Become tissue macrophage, which remove the dead cells, antibodies, and attack the microorganism. It means, it shows that all the type of WBC, they forms the defense mechanism. They form the defense mechanism. Okay. Now next is platelets. The third part of the blood cells. These are the platelets or thrombocytes. Now cytoplasm contain granules. Cytoplasm contain granules. These granules are contractile protein which is called thrombostatin. And due to this, the name is given thrombocytes. These are oval in shape, smallest sized blood corpuscle. These are the smallest sized blood corpuscle. They help in the blood clotting and prevent the clotting. And they act on the site of injury and wounds. It is now again, what is the function of RBC? Then RBC it in the hemoglobin is found in it. That's why it help in the transport of oxygen. Then what is the function of WBC? WBC forms the defense mechanism of the body. And what is the function of platelet? Platelet help in the blood clotting. Is it okay? And what was the function of plasma? Plasma was the medium for the these all cells. And next is function of the plasma is transportation of all the nutrients, waste, gases, hormones, and other nutrients. Okay. Now next is third component of circulatory system. It is the blood vessels. Now, blood vessels, what are the blood vessels? Blood vessels are the network of, or we can say it is a pathway through which blood travels through the body. These are of three types. Number one, arteries, then veins, and capillary. Once again, what is a blood vessel? It is a network of, we can say, pathway through which blood flows. Are of three types. Number one, arteries, veins, and capillary. Okay, now see, with the help of this diagram, I can explain you. Now see, these are the arteries, veins, and the middle network is called capillary. Now see, you can see arteries and half of the capillaries are shown by red color, and half of the capillary and vein is shown by blue color. Is it okay? Then see, the red color shows oxygenated blood. It means they carry oxygenated blood. That's why it's shown in the red. And blue color represents deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Is it okay? Now, artery divides into the fine vessels which are called arterioles. What these are called? Arterioles. And arterioles further divide into the small fine hair-like hair-like vessels which are called capillaries. You can see these are the hair-like vessels called capillary. Okay, then same here also this side, veins. You can see veins divides into further divide into the venules, and venule further divide into the capillary. Now arteries are distributary. Arteries are distributary, whereas veins are collective in nature. It means the blood which pushed through the heart is act as a pumping machine. Then the when the heart pumps the blood towards the body, then it enters the blood enters into the aorta, and from the aorta through the artery it is distributed to the whole body. Then arteries have greater pressure. They are directly connected to the aorta, and blood heart pumps the blood. Then they all have the high blood pressure in it. Okay, then next it divides into the so many arterioles. Then these arterioles divide into capillary. Then the blood is transported through these capillary arteriole, then in the capillary to the tissue in the different organ, in the organ to the tissues. Then here the exchange in 1 minute. Here exchange of gases takes place exchange of gases takes place. What is happening? 1 minute. In this region, exchange of gases takes place. The CO2 is distributed to the tissues or cells, and CO2 which is forming as a waste product, that is absorbed. Then here exchange of CO2 and O2 takes place. Now when the arteries, no, sorry, when the capillaries absorb the CO2, then blood becomes rich in carbon dioxide, and due to the carbon dioxide, the this blue color is represents the deoxygenated blood. Here in this part, oxygenated blood is there. After exchange through the tissues, this blood becomes rich in CO2. Here it is rich in O2, and after exchange it becomes rich in CO2. Then the capillaries collects the blood, and through the venules that blood enters into the vein, and from all the veins they join together and finally form the vena cava, and from the vena cava again the blood enters into the right chamber, right atria of the heart. Now see the difference between artery and veins. Now the first difference, arteries moves away from the heart. As I told you, uh, aorta comes out from the heart, then divide into the arteries. Then veins, these moves towards the heart because they are collecting the blood, then finally they will give the blood to the heart. Second, it distributes blood to the body organ. I told you it is distributary, and it is collecting the blood. It is collectory in function. Blood pressure is high in the artery and blood pressure is slow in the veins. Then valves are also absent in the artery due to the high pressure. This blood do not backflow is not possible because every time the push heart pumps, then the push or the pressure is created inside, then it will go ahead only, then backward flow is not possible. That's why here valves are absent. But in the veins, valves are present because the pressure of the blood is low. That's why backflow may be possible. For that, the valves are present. Next is artery carry the oxygenated blood, except the pulmonary artery, where the veins carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. The next, they end in capillaries. Artery, whereas I told you they start from the blood capillaries. Now see the previous slide. In this slide you can say capillary are dividing. Now here you can say these are collecting, all the capillary join together and forms the vein. Now see, next, they are deep seated. They are not superficial, they are deep seated. It means inside the skin, and they are subcutaneous, or we can say superficial. Then next is, they do not collapse when there is no blood in it when cut across, whereas they collapse when there is no blood or cut across. Next is, arteries further divide into the arteriole and veins divide into the venules. They are round and relatively thick wall. Now see the if we cut the artery and vein, now see the vein also, then the wall of vein is thin, but the wall of artery is thick. It is thick walled, whereas veins are thin walled. The lumen, this lumen is small in arteries, whereas this lumen is wider in veins. It is wider. Now see, this have high blood pressure because of the less lumen, and this have the low blood pressure due to the wider lumen. Now see, next, Arteries have a small lumen, I told you, and veins have larger lumen. Then arteries are reddish in color and veins are bluish in color. Why? Due to the presence. Arteries are red because they have the oxygenated blood, and veins are bluish because they have the deoxygenated blood in it. Okay, then enough for today. Then in the next video I will tell you the blood clotting and double circulation.